bro, this shit twirling, nigga.
Yo,
doing push-ups, yo. That's mad funny.
Oh, man. Alright, so this didn't happen, but I'm mad. I forgot to push record. I'm mad and silent, but yes, I totally forgot to do that.
Yo, so we were just having this whole
We
conversation.
was just having fun. I'm so mad. Yo, I looked down for a second, and I was looking at this, and I was like, how long we been going? I look at the timer, I'm like, what the fuck the timer?
This nigga Ted drunk.
You guys are listening to the License to Bear podcast. The ER Avengers. Moving down from my soul to my body.
But I ain't gay, so these niggas missing out.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that is...
Well, it hasn't stopped. That's the thing. Like, I mean, now were they killed, like police, or was it killed by homies, or was it
Nah, like, it sounds like street shit.
street shit?
I'm not 100% sure. Justin will probably have answers more than I have answers, but that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Because from a lot of the posts that I've seen for a few of them was just like, you know, we gotta stop killing each other type shit.
Okay. But it's that as it's the homies.
But yeah, rest in peace to those who were lost.
Rest in peace.
You know, like I said, I don't know them, but I just seem to have a lot of homies that do know them. So
Nah.
yeah,
All right. Well, shit.
not to start that off. So
Right? I was just having fun, motherfuckers. And then y'all niggas go, oh man, you know, we ain't gonna talk about these bitches right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about breakfast right now. All right, cool. So let's talk about all the dead homies. Like, all right, cool. Brooklyn.
nah, I think it just came out of nowhere because I feel like we had a pretty quiet summer.
Yeah.
We had a pretty quiet summer compared to like, you know.
What'd you say?
like,
I think that's because of COVID though.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
still kind of the point. That's why it's so unexpected.
So niggas
Because
staying
you have
in the
like
house.
you have how many was it? Like 3, 4?
What, this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like just and then all murders, bro.
So
Like,
then once niggas come out the crib, they don't know how to act.
but nigga, summer's over.
It's all niggas getting shot too.
So niggas don't only kill in the summer, dog.
But that's usually when it get hot because everybody starts coming outside.
Yeah,
So it's like
hurricanes,
now that we starting to get cold.
Everybody coming outside during the cold. Like, fuck it, nigga, I'm in trap. That's it. About to make the fall, nigga. What you like? Oh shit, nigga. All right, cool.
It's ass backwards, but it is 2020 at the same
I
time.
was out here trying to take my family pictures. And nigga just came up on the nigga. Like, damn.
That's right though, because I've seen a lot of people I know.
Did they do nothing interesting this week?
You know what's weird is I think I only remember within 24 hours spans. Other than that, I usually have to think really fucking hard.
Yo, I thought it was only me.
Right?
It's like 48 hours for me.
Like,
Yeah,
like you be having to think about it. Like, hold on 1 second. Today is Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. What's today? Okay, it's the afternoon of Sunday. You be like, all right, let me fucking. Last week, I dealt with nothing but straight administrative bullshit. I dealt with everything from having to go to New York to deal with a ticket. I dealt with everything from fucking trying to get these jobs going because of the fact that I had a big old license snafu in the fucking post office. I dealt with straight administrative bullshit. I went back to school to brush up on some of the shit that I had learned, you know, earlier this year. And that was actually a real good day, actually, because, you know, niggas stay trying to rope me into some relationship conversations. And, you know, Teddy tells love just got to come out when he come out, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I played therapist for like 3 hours with multiple motherfuckers as they walk by and enrich motherfuckers' lives. And it got to a point where one of the niggas was just like, why are you here? And I was like, the fuck, nigga? I'm trying to get some practice, nigga. I'm waiting to go on the road. And he's like, nah, nigga, you don't need to be no truck driver. Fuck that shit, dog. You need to be a therapist or some shit. I was like, whoa. I'm not qualified to be a therapist. I'm simply here helping you with your love life. Okay? My emotional intelligence needs improvement. I cannot be someone's therapist. My approach is not for the ill-hearted. I cannot be your therapist.
Yeah, being a therapist is a lot.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to have to sit here and, like, partition myself slightly. But I took that as, like, a major compliment. And that came after one dude had responded about some advice I gave him about not marrying his girl at the time when he was thinking about trying to marry his girl last year. And he was like, relationship's fucking great now. Like, I'm in a much better place where I'm more confident about if I was to give her a ring, how that shit would have been. And I was like, yeah, see, I didn't Ted be knowing what the fuck he be talking about, nigga. Like, these people out here just gaslighting the fuck out of Ted. Like, damn, bitch. I don't even like filling up my tank. Why you gonna gaslight me like that? Yo, quit playing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, that was probably the best part of my week. Is I got a lot of self validation. Sucks it came from strangers, but great that it came from strangers at the same time.
Hey man, those are the best people. Shit, I don't look for validation, dude. Like my closer people, I look for my closer people to just be my friends. I'd rather get validation from people that I don't. I'm not gonna say that I don't know, but like that. You know, I only know so much.
I'm both sides of the coin because I feel like when your close people can say it, especially them being on the inside more of your life, it's not like it's like when we see a celebrity and we only get their celebrity persona.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that guy, not knowing that nigga fucking strangles kittens in his basement or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So from a stranger, it's still great when somebody's like, I love what you do, I love how you're doing what you do. But when the people who know like you strangle kittens in the basement are still like, yo, you're not that bad of a guy. Like you be like, yo, damn, like I'm gonna take that from Jobo because I know he know I strangle kittens in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna mean. I think it means something in two different ways.
Nigga, if the nigga know that you straight up in his basement, he tell you doing a good job. That nigga.
Listen. The example is extreme, but you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like because you know like the fallibles, and you can still say what you say.
Yeah.
It means. And I ain't gonna say it means more, it just means something on a different side of the coin. So if you can have a balance of that, that's really great to me.
I agree.
You know? Like I done had niggas fucking say, oh, we wasn't gonna tell you that because we didn't want you to get a big head. No, that's right. You just wanted me to therefore have it not validated and walk around insecure with it, of course, because that would be so much more healthier. Like, yeah, awesome. You guys are really great friends and family. Like, what the fuck? Like,
What was the highlight of your week, brother?
For real.
Justin, my bad. Oh, it's just a habit to call him nigga Brooklyn.
Yo, yo, I know you for 8 years. It's Brooklyn. Yo, here's what you gonna do right now.
However you know me, that's how you know me.
You gonna call me Justin Lipschitz,
I be
dog.
trying, yo. I be trying. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I mean, look on my body either way.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, I took shrooms last night. Had a conversation.
Hey!
Conversation with the ancestors.
Wasn't your first time, right?
Yo.
That wasn't your first time?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Because I got that one experience.
I never had my time yet. I've been begging for it.
It's been a while though.
Oh, nigga, no, you weren't there.
First of all, why
You
you
were there
invite
when I
me,
was
bro?
that shit high, though, on the edible.
Yep.
But even that was fucking good.
Why you ain't invite me, bro? We could have had a whole awakening.
Nah, we got at Scientific. Even, you never, yo, if we do Scientific next year, you definitely gotta come.
Yeah,
That shit was
fine.
an experience.
Go like that.
So
It's
what
a
happened last
festival.
night, nigga? I wasn't even doing shit.
I was at my crib.
Oh, you
Oh,
just
yeah, he was by
by
himself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, I was with a shorty.
Oh, word.
Me and my homie tried it out. Well, that was her first time, so I was introducing her to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
She had a solid trip.
That shit was like, bro. That shit was.
Yeah, nighttime.
Nigga, I just found out the nigga that gave me the. Okay, so we did Scientific. This was like 3 years ago, but it was only me, Joey, and Parker, and we performed. But this nigga was like, yeah, you know, because like when you go there, if you're an artist, they just fucking just throw you weed and throw you edibles. And
Hey
throw
man,
you
have a
whatever.
good goddamn shit, a stage show.
You feel me? Like because they're just like, oh, like they treat niggas like the epitome of how if you as an artist want to be treated well, go to Scientific because like they literally treat you.
Where
like,
is this?
This is in the first year was in Vermont, but it's in Mass. It's a yearly festival.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it gotta be a festival.
And it gets bigger and bigger. Like this year, they were supposed to have Redman fucking be the main, you know, and
which is what you can get done. Like, you know, when you be like, you know, this festival went around like 25 fucking years. You like, has it? And you're like, well, yeah. Well, I mean, we couldn't exactly afford Jay-Z the first fucking year.
yeah, but yeah, you could just tell they're growing every year. It just gets bigger and bigger. So yeah, we went and they fucking gave me like these caramel edibles, and nigga, I was smacked. I was going, and I performed everything like smacked, but it was like a different high, but it was a good high.
Yeah, it wasn't like hallucinating.
Yeah, it was just like a good fucking high. So like I was like, when I woke up the next morning, I texted Joe, I was like, nah, dog, that wasn't weed, bro. I knew it. I knew it wasn't weed. So like,
Yeah.
I just so happened to talk to the guy.
Nigga was on stage. What in the clip?
Like, yo, I'm dead ass. I was seeing like every fucking thing.
Is that a butterfly?
Yo, that shit was so like that shit was bugged. So I had just happened to talk to the guy. Oh no, I posted a status or some shit like 2 months ago, and the guy commented, And I was like, yo, like, were those shrooms that you gave me that day at the scientific shit? He was like, yeah. He just like commented and laughed.
Not the Peter Griffin.
So I fucking messaged him. I was like, I think I knew it because I was like, yo, I was telling Joey, like, bro, this isn't a regular weed edible. Like, I've had weed edibles.
Yeah, for real.
Dog, like.
But you just piece it together like if it wasn't weed.
Because I don't, you feel me? I don't indulge in it so much. So, like, I can kind of tell a different high, you feel me?
Well, yeah, no, you should be able to, but I mean, to be able to go, if it wasn't weed, it was shrooms. Like, how did you, what if it was cocaine and it gave you?
Cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
You know?
it had to be, it just had to be.
But they go over here
Plus,
like, listen, I know drugs.
like, can you make cocaine edibles? Is that possible?
I hope not.
I'm wondering, yo.
That'd be fun.
It's so weird me not
Because
having my laptop right now.
I think me naturally thinking it was shrooms was just me knowing that you can make shroom edibles.
Yeah, maybe. I ain't never heard of no cocaine edible.
Plus, too, when I take a bite, I felt like a pop inside.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
This
know?
definitely a mushroom.
You feel me? Like I felt like a pop.
Nigga straight up had some caramel, was like, bloop.
So you feel the
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's just put a top coating on this real quick. Enjoy your show,
I was
bro.
like, nigga, this ain't no fun.
Them shit got like a weird taste to it. You eat them just straight.
Well, I heard that they taste absolutely horrid and disgusting.
It's not horrid and disgusting, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but
I had an ex, she said that the way to get around that is to take the shrooms and just bury them in applesauce and then just suck them down.
I just eat them and then I just wash it down with juice and just keep.
Yeah, and
Take
she
like-
was
take
like,
pills
just take
and
applesauce. And I remember there was a picture of it. I should say that shit one day when I was talking about some shit, you know? But she had taken the fucking shrooms, she threw them in the applesauce, and then she was just like, just take that and just.
I was gonna do a smoothie, but I was like, nah, that's too much work right now. So
I did hear about those.
when I get more, I'm gonna do a smoothie.
Yo, you got the plug for them shits? What you got the plug for?
Sort of kind of.
I don't even know if I, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking for a new plug.
Yeah, sort of.
For you know, Flintstone vibes.
It's a spot in Mass that be like popping up. It's like you need like a secret passcode or some shit.
That's fine.
You only know the day of.
That's
So
what's
you
up.
gotta hit them up for the information.
God damn, niggas need me to have a whole savings account for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's time, baby.
Yeah.
Just like fucking pop
Save it
drops.
up for this.
Like collectible drops and shit. You be like, oh, okay. God damn it. White Jordan's about to go on. Oh, goddamn bots. Like, niggas. Like, niggas.
Yeah, it was fire. Like I seen everything. Like
How long does it last?
let me see. I bought an eighth. We split it. So
That sounds like so much. It's really
That
that's
sounds
probably,
like a lot.
but it's probably not. But
nah,
it's
that's like
like four.
4 or 5 shrooms.
See, because when you think about weed, it's like wow.
Yeah.
But it's like nah, it's a mushroom. It's way more though. It's like
Yeah, so we split that, and then we was good for like a good. Took that shit around like what 8 o'clock.
you got some more.
I was high until like probably like 1.
You got some more?
1.
You got some more.
Nah, that was it.
You took them all.
Yeah.
All right, let's say because you know you owe me some shrooms or something. You know what I'm saying?
Next time.
Nigga be like, yo, Ted owe me all his blue chews.
We got to do an episode. Yo, we got to do an episode.
Y'all down.
Like, yo,
I
listen.
would be so down for that
I'll
shit.
do that run. And,
I'm down with it all. Like, you already
Yo, I
know.
want to do an episode like that.
You
Yo,
can take an eighth apiece.
Yeah.
I feel like an episode like that. Like, yo,
I don't know.
I feel like an episode like that.
Listen, I think what it is like, look, I like talking about the celebrity shit. I like talking about the entertainment shit because that's some shit that we've been in, some shit that we know. At the same time, COVID, with everything that's been going on, a lot of the news a lot of it's like real relationship. And like, look, I talk about relationships, but it's like this person's breaking up, this person getting together, this person tried to commit suicide, and we're wondering who the hell they were dating in the first place, and we ain't heard from them. Like, it's not the kind of stuff where it's like you can usually delve deep in unless you're trying to.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got no problem having a couple episodes where, you know, if people don't mind fucking watching the dynamic, you know, I mean, for the 3 people who might be listening and watching this shit, fucking you got an episode where you high off one thing and high
I
off
think
another.
if you literally promote like, yo, we did a whole episode, like,
You like that shit?
niggas will watch that shit just to be like, okay, well, they did this.
Did they really do it?
Yeah,
Did they
you feel
really
me?
do it?
Like,
Hell yeah, I really did it.
Yeah, being off them shits and listening to the Janae Aiko singing bullshit.
yeah.
Yo, we just
when I tell you, nigga, I seen the fucking sky like shit was breathing, bro.
you
Like,
telling me it'll help me think on level 4. I'm on 5. You
And I
telling
remember
me I can
performing
level
and, like,
4,
Literally just seeing like, cause there was like, the venue was like, it had like different, you know, like lights and shit. So like
Yeah.
colors, whatever.
that shit makes it better.
But like, yeah, like I thought like the colors were literally like had like fucking features and shit. Like
synesthesia shit.
Cause Joe and them did an episode on shrooms, but they didn't seem like they was that high, and they had like some purple lighting and shit, tone or whatever. But they should.
Yeah, I mean,
it seemed like it was regular. That's what it seemed like. Regular.
That's easy. That's
I said
easy.
Joe, nigga. Like ain't much, man. Ain't been
Exactly. Jordan already did all this shit. I'm experienced versus like
It's like drinking a beer.
like a partial timer. Apparently, I don't know how much of a veteran I say you fucking on this. Nigga, I'm take shrooms since I was 11.
I don't even think they took that much. They couldn't.
Every time my daddy ordered a pizza, it had mushrooms on. Yeah. And then of course, like my first time, like yo, that'll be some shit.
Yeah, that shit was great. I highly recommend shrooms. But if you like in a dark place, stay away from the shits.
Yeah. I never do them shits.
Get your mind right first and then take them shits.
Yeah, don't get them shits to me a couple months ago. But you get that shit to me right now, I'd be like, you know what? Alright.
Really start looking like all the Teddy X's in this bitch.
Who the Ashley? Whoa! What the fuck? Huh?
You start yelling out bad ex names and shit.
Alexis, what? Huh? How many exes you got, Ted? Shut up! They all toxic. Leave me fucking alone. I just realized that all my exes are either an A or with a J. That shit's terrible.
That's weird.
I've been fucking AJs and Ds for fucking years now.
Must mean something.
Actually, that don't sound right. I'm gonna take that back. Because AJs and Ds sound like I just randomly hopped on dicks. I'm fucking AJs and Ds for years.
A and J's.
The A was okay. If it was curved, it was a J. Like, man, he just like yo. So yeah, Chobo, I was sure.
No, he was solid, man.
I want to hear that word right now.
I'm getting back into therapy next week. So I found a therapist. It's a black dude, which is going to be different for me because I'm used to women.
Solid.
So getting back into therapy.
You joining the gang again?
Oh, man.
So my week was solid, nigga. Stop throwing up the signs like
It's that Los Salidos PTSD.
I'm just saying some shit, man.
on the low, nigga be like, just throw the gang signs under the chair. They don't even know what I meant. We real secure. Okay, about to get back in therapy.
Back in therapy. It's a black man, so it was only, which is, cool, different. Cause I'm used to like women and shit. But outside of that, just working. Got my first check from the new gig this week, which is like good, cause Lord knows.
How long you been doing that shit?
Same spot no more?
Nah, I'll literally be switching school like districts every
Oh, you're still in the school system, but just a different spot.
Yeah, I'm in Glastonbury now.
Oh, you closer.
Oh yeah, compared to Vernon.
Yeah.
But yep. So, outside of that, just trying to fucking, continue to be productive, continue to focus on my mental health, continue to, just not overwhelm myself.
What do you, especially for you, like I know I've had a history with different stuff that was like, depression or suicide and different things like that. Not right now, but depends on if they fucking my Chipotle order later or something. But like, what do you usually struggle with? Because I don't know if we ever had that conversation with.
I don't really have like an emotional struggle. I think I more have like a financial trying to get my shit together struggle. So sometimes I may have a day where I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I really don't want to be at my mom's house. Or what the fuck? Like, how the fuck are, A, B, and C getting all this shit together when they're making fucking, like how much are my friends making for them?
So you feel like you're comparing yourself. Like, you're like, yo,
in a way,
I'm this age. And my life is here, and this person is this age, and their life is here.
Yeah, but I also understand that it's a generational thing to where, like, I never got the knowledge that I needed, and now that I'm getting the knowledge that I needed, I understand more.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's it's just trying to fucking balance, the like. Why am I not here? But understanding, like, well, this is kind of why you're not here, but you're on your way there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, that's pretty much that's like my main thing I struggle with. I don't really have, like, much like emotional stuff.
Cause then they ain't got no goddamn kids, child support, and motherfuckers. Over here, but
You know, but like,
you
you know, like that's pretty much it. You know, just trying to fucking direct my life to being in a comfortable place.
like my emotions is in a 4-pack, nigga. What you got, Ted? Nigga, I got a 36-pack, nigga. Bought my shit at Costco, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit going on around me, my nigga. You know? Yeah, so I mean that's the thing too. I guess like they struggling with that, but also it's like some of the shit. Like my biggest realization, definitely later in 20s, right at 30, was really just like there's a lot of shit I thought I couldn't do, and I think we've had this talk before. But there's a lot of shit I thought I couldn't do.
Yeah.
In my 20s, like oh man, like I remember the first time my real first like debt headache. I was maybe 20, 21, and for some reason somehow I ended up getting 2 credit cards. But I had only applied for 1. So that shit was weird. But I think my bank just did it to get like extra points because I was like working with them. So they was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I ended up losing so I ended up having 2 jobs. One paid me every week, one paid me every 2 weeks. And every time that every 2 weeks came in, that was like a fucking stimulus check to me because it was just like, it was way bigger. And my bills wasn't high enough for that shit. So I come in and I got a whole card. It was on like $500 a piece anyway.
Yeah.
When I lost the every 2 weeks, I didn't just throttle back for a second and then just pay off the card a little bit, and Christmas had just passed. And my ass, you know, nobody told me not to use cards as much. They just told me, like, stay away from them. But, you know what I'm saying? That's like telling you to stay away from, you know, the bitch you ain't supposed to be around, motherfucker. I'm going to be around. Like, so next thing you know, fucking they was up. And I only had like 1,000. But, like, I was stressing, like, I can't afford nothing. I can't afford this. And over time, like, of course, more debt came, but I was stressing so much, like, trying to be disciplined that I wouldn't do shit around that day. I wouldn't just pay like a minimum and then take myself to enjoy at an entertainment park or some shit or go to a concert or some shit like that. I literally hold myself back from life.
That shit be trash.
Right?
Like, niggas be hitting you to do shit like, yo, fuck you, nigga. I'm not in the mood, nigga.
You and your irresponsible ass life, but having fun and experiences that you'll never fucking forget.
Go have fun, nigga. Leave me alone.
Right? But that's the problem though. That's the problem though, is that there was ways where I probably could have had a balance between those. Mm-hmm. And I would have been able to have more of a fulfillment within my 20s versus now being like, you know, aside from like relationship wise and being like, nah, I'm down to be with somebody. I'm still like, that bitch better be ready to do some shit, cause like, I gotta go. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to, you know, I'm not trying to calm down in my 30s, cause shit, I was calmed down in my 20s. And look where that got me. So it's like, rather than that, like, I'm more impatient while having to exercise learning patience.
Yeah, probably.
You know? You in therapy? You in therapy? Just Brooklyn?
Nah.
This nigga said, nah. Why?
I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't feel like talking about niggas.
Yo.
I mean, but you have a certain type of spiritual connection anyway. So I think you still get your.
Yeah, I be just talking to myself.
You know, like. So I still think you get your, you know, like.
Yo, I'm imagining him like me when I be dealing with myself, but like just way less like panic. Nigga just be there. You ain't have to do that. You just feel like.
Yeah, cause I never dealt with much like problem with like talking or speaking. Cause like, yeah, I don't know. I just deal with it.
So you don't have a problem with talking and speaking, you feel like, or you feel like you do, but you just kind of like keep it in your head?
Maybe because I don't know. It's like a what's the word? A stigma, maybe. Yeah, I think it's like a stigma.
So you think you bought it?
Mm-mm.
You bought into the stigma?
Cause I had certain like prior situations where I would vent to somebody.
Yeah.
Niggas act like they don't care type shit.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of times because they don't understand.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I don't got fuck this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, when it's time for niggas to put their shit on me, I'm
I
responsible.
mean, at least listening to you or something, be like,
yeah,
the fuck?
But it's been like multiple times that shit happened to the point where I'm just like, nah.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like telling Just Brooklyn stories, bro. Because I don't know why, but like you'll give me the space to talk about it, but you'll be dialed in, even if you're doing something else.
Yeah.
Like you'll respond in a certain way where you'll be dialed in and be like, oh yeah, like you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and then of course if it's funny, you laugh. If it's not like, but everything about it is like honest.
Yeah, you feel me? I probably it's my problem. I be expecting the same shit about with those people who I ever like told it to or talked to or whatever, but it wasn't the same energy. It wasn't reciprocated. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
So after a while, I just got comfortable just dealing with shit on my own.
Yeah.
And like, I probably deal with it through music more than anything. Like I'll find like certain, I don't know. I got a song for every mood I'm in for some reason. I could just tap into that shit.
Yeah, that shit release, bro.
Yeah, take to myself.
I could see that.
And I'll be straight. I just need like a couple hours or like a day or two, and I'll be Gucci.
Yeah, I'm like that too. My getting over shit process is fucking very fucking fast.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
My process is all over the place. I don't even know what my full process is. like it depends on the situation. My shit is everywhere, B. At first, I know my first one is like I'll vent to like a handful of people. And I just get all that shit out. Then it'll clear up my thoughts. Then I'll spend it by myself for a second. And then the number of people will just slowly dial down to like one or two. And then eventually I just won't talk to nobody. For like, depending on what the situation is or what the fuck I'm doing. And it just really depends on that. But that's what we was talking about when I was in school talking to these dudes. Because this one guy was telling me like I might move in with my friend. And I was like, well, I feel like your friend is not a guy. And he was like, yeah, we're going to save money, this and that, but then I feel like, if I go do what I'm doing, I'm going to be hustling. My friend going to be like, well, damn, why I ain't seeing him like that no more? Why he ain't this and that? And I was like, well, one, if you ain't got no fucking feelings for this girl.
Why they even worried about it?
Exactly. If she don't got no feelings for you, why would she be fucking worried about it?
Yeah, if the goal is to save money,
exactly. Like, you could be gone. Like, if I'm moving with Jobo and I'm gone fucking 2-3 days, unless that nigga has to have a reason to be like, yo, let me check up on my nigga real quick. It ain't gonna be no different communication than what the fuck it is right the fuck down.
Around that bitch, butterball.
Yeah, nigga ain't just about to be like, hey. Nigga said, you ought to see my ass, but.
Nah, nigga, you ain't gonna be there.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Let me know when you're on your way.
You know what I'm saying?
But pants on me.
That's what I told him. I was like, bro, like, he ain't gonna be sitting over here like, damn, why my best friend not spending time with me? Nigga, what the fuck? Like, I'm out here doing what I'm doing. Like, it ain't gonna be like that. So we was having that communication. So his other boy comes over and he starts talking about like how his other boy be like, not necessarily toxic, but he be like, yo, it's constantly in my head, no simping, can't be simping, this and that. So basically his friend was like significant when it came to at least some form of toxic masculinity. And so we started talking about that shit, and he starts to throw his friend kind of under the bus. And it's just like, well, that story you told me about what you did with this girl. Now, his friend was like, this was years ago. But basically, his friend was on a date with a chick. She was very into, like, her phone. Like, she was just, like, looking at her phone.
I mean, she wasn't in that.
And he said that he was talking to her, everything was cool. He went, got his haircut, got the car done, whatever, go on the date. And now she's just kind of really in her phone. She ain't really giving him much. So rather than him taking the situation and leading the situation, which I told him how he could have fucking done it, and maybe still got the draws, he decided to get up, throw the hoodie on, and just start trying to walk out the door. And I guess the bitch called him. And he was like, all right, come on. And then he gave her a ride home. Otherwise, he was just about to leave her dead in the restaurant. And I told her he was living in the restaurant. Just nothing. Left the money for his food and was like, that's it.
That's my guy.
Yo, this nigga.
That's kind of cool.
This nigga, yo, get the fuck out of
When
here.
he said that, I'm like, I'm leaving this bitch here. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, nigga, because you started using me for a meal at that point.
Well, which was fine, but I was like, bro, you definitely could have led that situation where you still could have respected yourself as a man and not had to do some douchebaggery like leave her ass in the middle of the fucking restaurant.
Nope.
What?
This is such an issue, man. I'm like, I don't even want to address it. This
Be
is
in your
such
phone, nigga, be in the kitchen, watching the kitchen. Get that fucking bill off, nigga.
I told him that basically he could have took control of the situation by at least because he said he didn't even ask her, like, she was just on the phone. He just got mad. I was like, one, you should have regulated yourself better in that moment in the sense of, like, the fuck you mad for fully, but I understand why you would feel all the feelings you felt.
Then again, he probably exaggerated it.
No, he said that's exactly what the fuck he did.
No, I'm talking about, like, her being on the phone. Like, she probably been on the phone that long.
I don't know. All I know is he was like, yo, she just sitting there. She was on her phone, this and that, yada, yada. And I told him, I was like, dog, the way you could have gauged that way but still respected yourself was, one, you don't necessarily know why she might be on her phone. So you could at least ask, like, hey, listen, you don't really seem like you, like, here with me right now. Like, is it like you cool with the phone? Like, what's up? Like, you just say something like that. Her answer would have then determined how the fuck you gonna take it from there. Because for all you know, she could be like, yo, I'm just real concerned because, you know, my friend had got into some big ass incident right before this, but I still tried to honor it. You know what I'm saying? Like, her answer could be some shit because you don't fully know how she functioned. So depending on her answer, you could have made your decision accordingly.
Too much effort. Yeah,
Nah, I ain't gonna front. Call himself. You feel me? Her being on her phone, that's on him actually.
You think so?
'Cause why the fuck is she on?
But at the same time, if she hops in the car on that energy,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if she was doing it all the way, like, up, got in the car with your ass, got to the restaurant. But he said that at least while they was having the dinner, she was on her phone, and it just seemed like she was really.
So that's your fault. You
Fix
ain't no fucking sauce.
You know, so I just told him, look, this is how you could have led the situation, and the reason why you probably felt like that is because you thinking like, I'm gonna have to go back to the hood and tell
Get
the
your
story.
fucking Mac up, nigga. Stop being a bitch.
Yo.
That's what you want. What the fuck is on her phone? She
Yo.
ping you
But I
on
told
her.
him, dog, even if you did be nice about it or whatever, nobody got to know that story but you, bro.
yeah,
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to go back to the hood to make sure you go, I fam this bitch, because nobody else would have known the story if you just gave her a ride home.
Yeah, because
Like,
everything is just you gonna still be the one that look like you took the L.
that's what I'm saying. So it really don't fucking make a difference. So I told him, I was like, for instance, you keep it real with him a lot of the times. And whether it be a fucking couple months or a year later or whatever, a lot of girls at least return back to you in some capacity for conversation or whatever the fuck. And you probably usually end up sending the news or whatever the fuck. But that's because you kept it a buck. Whether you was right, whether you wrong, whether you whatever. It might not be ultimate leading, but it's still like, I'm not doing douchebaggery where you would never hit me up again.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they hit you back up and it's like, at least the opportunity potentially is still on the table. So I'm like, bro, you could have led that situation by fucking simply asking a question. Depending on her answer, you could have then led that situation with, look, you know, depending on what the answer was, of course, could have easily just been like, all right, well, listen, we already here, you know, let's just let's just try to have like a decent dinner then. If you're not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, cool. Let's have a decent dinner.
And then we could fucking try again if you want to
Yeah,
another time.
yeah,
Like, when
and
your head in the game type shit.
After that, I'll bring you home, and whatever happens after. But you could have led that situation where at least you didn't have to be uncomfortable looking at a bitch on the phone all day. Like, you could easily just be like, yo, yeah, that's exactly how he demonstrated. Threw the shit on, not even like full contact, just it's like he got up and walked
Nigga
off.
tried to bro me out the window.
And that's what I told him. I'm like, yo, you could have easily just said, look, we already here. You know, let's just both be respectful. We'll just fucking sit here, try to have a good dinner. I'll take you home. Whatever happens after that, happens after that. And for all you know, because sure, she could have been a chick out here talking to the other dude. She could have been a chick out here truly stressing about life on some type of shit.
Maybe
Maybe
you
it
gotta hop in the
energy.
car and be like, all right, I know this ain't. Because that's how chicks do
And
sometimes.
it could have been
You feel me?
just that immediate. But you could have let it where that situation would have been just a healthier situation. Then you would have came off more mature, still respected yourself. And if you had to go back to the hood and tell the story and niggas was like, you was simping, well then there's a problem with that nigga. Because now he's got toxic masculinity, not you. I know he's sitting over there like, fuck that shit. So we might need to address your ass.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really toxic masculine. I mean, not that part.
If he would have addressed it as, look,
yeah, like, I don't
let's
think.
just put the phones down and then whatever, and I'll take you home, just be good.
Yeah, like.
And a nigga goes, that's simple, dog, don't do that shit. How?
That's not simple at all. I mean, chances are after that, you feel me? After y'all done, chances are y'all probably won't talk again.
But cool, don't nobody say
like, yeah.
You know,
Let's live to fight another day, pretty much.
exactly. I'm having a decent meal.
That pussy good fucking me waiting for your ass 6 months later.
That's what I told him. I said, dog, just by respecting her and respecting yourself in that process, if you really wanted her, or you really liked her, anything else like that, you would have at least left whatever open, but still been able to leave, one, with your nuts in your hand, having some dignity, and two, she would have never been able to take away from you, like, oh, I went on a date with this one nigga, he was a bum nigga tried to really leave me, this and that, like, dog.
You know, she in the group chat wild.
You dig what I'm saying?
Wow,
Like, you only make it worse for men by
That's what
doing
this
that.
bum nigga tried to do. That nigga tried to leave me. He really tried to, like, put my...
Whatever town you're from, you
Nigga, I almost
every
make-
nigga in that town.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just in general, like, dog, it's not a good look. And, you know, we black. And I was like, you know, a big problem with that, which was my original point was, you know, is that, and I seen a meme about that earlier, was like, the problem is a lot of men have learned how to be men from women. And that comes from Whether it be we ain't got no fucking dad, so we learn from our mom, and our mom don't really know how to tell us what she likes, or probably ain't gonna tell us what she likes because a lot of the shit women be attracted to, your mama don't want you to know she was attracted. She don't want you to know that in 5 minutes I let a nigga put his hand around my neck and I went home with that nigga. Like, your mama ain't gonna let you know that shit, but it be working, you know. Or the fact that the people that you start dating start telling you certain shit. I done been with one girl who was like, fucking, if a dude fucking shaves off all his pubes, like, hell nah, that's gay. I expect the dude to be a little more manly than that. Then but some girls was like, nigga, I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I do with it, and if you wanna shave all of it, you shave all of it. So it's like, you get all these contrasting things about, like, this is what's masculine, even from women, and then your boys is all full of fucking toxic masculinity, like, fuck that shit. You know, so at this point, you like, can I cry, can I not cry? If I cry, you're not giving me coochie, you might give me coochie. This girl want me to cry, this girl say she want me to cry. I gotta learn, like, I was like, it's confusing to just be like, look, I'm just a human being as a man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and women get a lot of flack in society, but they also get a lot of leeway where they can pretty much do almost anything they want, and it'd be like, that's stylish, or that's okay. You can wear guys' clothes, and that's fine. Guys ain't doing that shit. Guys ain't doing this or that without it being like this big ass notion. So it's like our playground, our sandbox is way smaller.
I just wonder how that car ride home was.
Right?
After that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even want to. If you thought it was awkward with you just sitting on the phone, like,
And she got to sit in the back seat.
you know what I'm saying? How is it awkward with you sitting right next to me like I'm about to bring this bitch home?
No problem. You got to turn the music. Ain't no way you just like, that's so weird.
Pull up. Oh, it's right here. Oh yeah, bitch finally said
You
some
peep what
shit.
you was trying to do, so like,
Yeah.
too far.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, now you just mad that she even talked.
I hope she lived close. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's quiet in the whip. And then his boy was like, yo, you're absolutely right. And the thing is, he kept thinking about it like, oh, I went and got my hair cut for her. I went and got the gas and whatever for the date for her. And I was like, why are you having that mindset? That's the simping part right there.
Yeah, nah, this nigga weirdo.
Because
So,
one, yo, this nigga, don't call him nigga over here.
Alright.
He's like, yeah, but I told
That's
him,
your man's?
no, I mean, it's just a nigga I met that day, but you know,
Whoever you want.
yeah, he was respectful though.
Nigga, you was a bitch.
But I told him, I said, why? When, yeah, you got the haircut, but then like your hair just grows back because the date didn't work out, my nigga. You probably looking good enough right now because you just got off a date that bombed. You just go somewhere else and go get somebody else.
Yeah, I get my hair cut for me, nigga.
You know, so I just told that, and that's what I said, you did that for you, so you could represent yourself the best way. You got gas for you, so you can make sure that you wasn't out here on the side of the street with the chick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You telling me if you ain't fucking with no bitch, you ain't getting no haircut, you ain't getting gas in the car?
and that's what I told him. I was like, bro, come on. I was like, that's the simple part right there. So if there's anything that you did that was, I'm trying to make sure I'm not simple, it was your mentality, bro. Like, that's it. Everything
Soft,
else.
homie.
Yo, shut up.
Fucking soft, nigga.
Yo. Just look at like, let's
That's
make
what
it.
my mom, nigga. You soft, nigga.
Yo, shut. Yo. Nigga, like, let's make an enemy today.
Yeah, nigga, you potted, nigga, you soft.
Is this what you like when you don't eat breakfast, my nigga?
I ate breakfast, I'm charged up, nigga. that's why you getting this right now.
Yo.
Niggas is soft, nigga.
Alright, anyway. But I'm happy that y'all agree that, yeah, the nigga could have had a very masculine detachment from the situation over hoodie on. I'm leaving the bitch in the restaurant.
That shit, yo.
So in the older society, he just need to get his back up. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
ain't no reason why a bitch should be on the phone while y'all on it.
Yeah, if you got her open to fucking hanging with you, then
She definitely shouldn't have been dedicated on the phone.
Drop the ball in your part. The fuck is you doing?
And I don't know.
But
the
from my
frequency-
saying, like, he was clearly doing something for her to be like, okay, like, I'll hang out with you.
Well, you know what? Sometimes what happens too is a lot of niggas, like for me, I'm fucking trash when it comes to like text game, when it comes to like me hitting you up in the DMs.
The build up.
At this point, nah, the build-up is like pretty straight, but if it's in text, a lot of people don't, you know me, a lot of people don't know how the fuck I be talking unless you hear me talking. So I just kind of accepted, like, look, if we talking and I get like 5 minutes deep, I'm gonna just start sending audio messages like, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Hey, don't send voice notes?
Yeah, at this point,
I'm mixing it up.
I realized like you really don't know how my shit is framed and packaged because the way that I focus on everything when it comes to my communication happens to be by the voice. So I just start sending audios.
And then too, that helps them get more comfortable too, because a lot of time when you're going into that first date, especially with somebody you meet on social media, it's okay. How's his voice?
Yeah.
How like is this person using angles, or is this person doing this or this?
And a
person
lot of
doing
girls
that?
will ask you to fucking just do a video chat real quick, and then you'll never end up talking to them again. But like then again, you notice that she got a big ass gap on her teeth for some shit that you never noticed that she had before. So like y'all both get that.
Yeah, that's real shit.
You look like shit.
I've been gapfished before. Like nigga, what?
I love gaps.
Do you?
I fucking gaps.
My man fucks with a diastema like that.
I mean, that mouth is crazy.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I've been doing it lately because like not even on no dating shit, but just like making friends and shit. But it's still like in order making friends and trying to date a chick the same thing. Just depends on the difference of what you're saying. And yeah, I realized that like I just send audios, and once they start getting a sense of how I talk from like a day in audios, I'm like, all right, I can go back to texting now.
It's low key like a nice icebreaker.
Man, I came with one of the ultimate icebreakers. I've been wondering if I want to put that shit out on the internet, but then ain't nobody gonna give me no credit for that shit. Like dead ass, cause that should be working. That should be working unless you know somebody too well. Like
What is it? I probably did it already.
man, I don't know how to explain it, nigga. I told you I don't know if I'm gonna put this shit on the internet.
I probably did it already
My
before
shit.
you, so I'm like,
No, you definitely ain't done this.
what about?
It's I could bet dollars that you ain't done it like I did. I can see. This nigga want to challenge me like, yo, I know this nigga Ted go for the challenge. Like, nah, nigga. I know from first psychology, nigga. The fuck
I'm trying to date him.
I tell you, I see it too. I see it in his eye too. I'm like, nigga, I've dealt with other men like you. Nah, I'll tell you after. But like I said, I'll be real weary. Like, I don't want anybody checking my shit real quick, yo. But I will put it out there one day. I just wonder if I'm gonna do it on like a certain, depends if I do it on podcasts or if I do it on like TikTok or some shit. No, it is not. Yes, Bluetooth is my icebreaker, bro. First things first, I send a bitch a picture with a Bluetooth in my hand. Like, you ever heard of this?
I will say though, if you do mention it and what it do, the chick will be like, "Wait, really? Like, you have that?"
What? Oh, Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Every
But you had that? Yeah, listen, it's only when I really want to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's my thing too. If I don't know it's a guarantee I'm about to get, I'll be mad I wasted the pill, bro.
Yeah, you about to push it for you.
I'll be mad I wasted the pill, bro.
This shit twirling, nigga.
Yo.
Yo, do push-ups, yeah. That's mad funny.
Oh, man.
Girls,
I'm serious. And I can't tell y'all too much, but I know I told Jobo about it. I'm dead ass. For years of my life, I've wanted my own theme song. And I think as long as I can get the beat made for it, I will finally get my own theme song, in which I can wear a backpack and walk into rooms continuously. And you know it's me coming.
Yeah, this nigga.
That's all I wanted to do.
Hey, I can't knock you, bro. Everything I do creatively is fucking WWE based, damn near.
Do you necessarily have to have a backpack on?
No. I can just keep the phone in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I got a new phone to speak louder than motherfucker. So, I keep the phone in my pocket.
Why don't you just hook it up to the backpack or get the backpack with the speakers?
That's what I'm saying. The backpack with the speakers.
All right?
Yeah.
And then connect to your phone?
Yeah.
Just play like that?
Yeah.
What theme music you using, though?
It's a mixture. I can say what the beat might be inspired by because it ain't gonna be this beat, but it's kind of like a mixture of like Rack City and like
What?
David Banner Play.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's gonna be
Like Rack City?
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, bro.
You just all right, so you just so you just mix Rack City and David Banner?
Yeah.
Like stunting is a habit, David Banner?
No,
Or
this is David Banner Play. Like when you work that, go girl, like that.
Nah,
That's
son.
David Banner Play, but more the beat, not the song.
this nigga Ted is a wild boy.
Nigga, I'm telling you right now, dog. I can't wait, nigga. You gonna hear this theme song? You gonna be like, this shit is tatty,
Nigga
nigga. Nigga, don't never come in my house without playing your goddamn theme song. I'm like, you right,
I ain't gonna front. I wish I had like on some 70s shit though.
nigga. Every superhero deserves his own theme music, dog. Where I get that from? I'm gonna get you something.
Kanye West Power.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I definitely got that partially from that too. Yeah, every superhero needed
Yeah,
steroids.
music.
But I think he took that from a movie.
No,
and I
well,
think
man,
that was.
I think that's like.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Which a lot of people probably ain't seen. I'm gonna get you, sucker. But you know, I'll be like in my blaxploitation films. Them shits is hilarious, my nigga. That nigga came out of jail, thought he was still gonna be fly. Nigga been in jail for like 10 years. Nigga had platforms with the fish inside and shit. Like, nigga, ain't nobody dressing like that no more, nigga. Like, nigga walk down the street, everybody making fun of Holmes. Like, bro.
That's funny as hell, nigga. Going to jail in the 70s and come out in like the 90s,
In the 80s,
2000s.
yeah, nah, nigga thought he was going to say shit like, yo, I'm about to be the same dope ass nigga I'm on the street.
I would have threw my shit up on eBay and ain't nobody got them shits no more. Well, I get some bread, nigga.
Yo, my nigga's fucking goldfish fell out the shoes, everything, dog. Like, he got too flustered, he couldn't walk in them the right way.
That's some sick shit. I would have liked to live in like 70s, 80s.
Sometimes
I would
think
just to
about
like. I would just to enjoy like, cause I'm big on like 70s and 80s rock. So like, I would just to be able to enjoy like the fucking like
It just
the
seemed like more
festivals
free
and
and
shit.
shit, yo. Like,
Well, you know what? I don't think it was, but I think that's why it seems more free. Is because the sensationalism behind it was a lot of breaking from the constraints of what was already being done.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was being forced into this. You know, you got to remember, like, I think it was the Depression happened right before that. So everybody was forced into like the workforce and only caring about working to survive. And then once you finally kind of came out that, it was like, all right, now we in the office. Now we doing this. And it was like, fuck this boring ass shit. So there was a lot of like fighting against this conformity that was being made to be had.
That's why.
of your job.
That's why the hipster thing was so fucking like heavy back then.
Like, when I get off of my job, hell yeah, I smoke tons of fucking weed, bro.
cause bro, niggas was
Not
openly doing
fucking
coke in the
listen
club,
Yeah.
like, and a whole bunch of other shit.
Exactly.
Like, yo.
Exactly. And then the government was like, damn, we need more ways to fucking get money. All right, we're going to make all these laws, and then y'all got to adhere to them. Otherwise, you're going to pay in fines, or you're going to pay whatever. But that's what it was. Whereas now, it's like, it's already kind of been like 30, 40 years, and niggas just kind of being like, this is the way it is. You go to work, you behave. You get off of work, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. So it ain't as fun anymore to be like, yes, I'm breaking off my chains.
Government is trash, man.
Going to get some cocaine off some tits, bro. Which is the only way I've ever done cocaine, by the way. But
Have you?
that's the only
True
way.
story?
That's true story.
Or only way you will?
Nigga, truth be Ted, nigga, when the fuck I ever lied to you?
So tell the story.
That's the only way
That's
that
a nice
I
story.
said I told you.
I know, right? We was in here talking about shrooms and you ever talking
Yeah,
about your
nigga.
coke story.
A little bit of sniffing cocoa off
I was
titties
talking
and
about
shit.
shrooms. You wasn't talking about cocaine. What the fuck you mean?
So let's talk about cocaine.
Well, I told my boy, I was like, first of all, only way I'm ever doing cocaine, just trying it, is if I get to do it off some titties. And he was like, dead ass? I was like, yup, I ain't doing it. No other way. Fuck that shit. So then he was like, well, my cousin said that she'll let you do it. And I was like, no, because I know your cousin and I know she like me. So she let me do whatever I want anyway. It don't count. So he was like, it's just gotta be like a stranger bitch. And I'm like, at least somebody I don't really know like that. Straight up. So one day we sitting there and he invited me. I don't know if I had to take him over there or what, but he invited me to like some small house party or some shit like that. And there's this girl there. She was mad cute or whatever. And from what I could tell, she definitely like, you play your cards right. It wasn't too hard, but you could definitely get it done. And she, I guess he was like, yo, because I guess he had been hanging out with her and a couple of her friends for a while. He was like, if I ask her, she'll probably do it. He was like, you down? I'm like, nigga, I said what I said. And when Ted said what he said, I meant that shit. So he was like, I'm going to go ask her. Came back over. She was like, hell yeah, I'll be showing my tits anyway. I don't be caring. Blah, blah, whatever. Chick got on the table, took it all off. They put the fucking cocaine down. I was like, bet. So you know what I'm saying? Snort that shit up, lick it all up. I mean, what the fuck is some titties? You ain't gonna put no titties in front of a nigga. Nothing to do what I got to do, fucking whatever. So, yep, that's the only way. It tastes really fucking gross. It's not really a good taste. I don't know how niggas do cocaine through the mouth. Just, oh, that's good shit. I don't know how niggas do that. It tastes like 100% raw caffeine.
Was it something like, was it A1 Perico?
I mean, to be honest, it didn't do anything to me. Like, I really think I have a huge aversion to getting high. I done almost everything. And even when I did like some Afghani hash mixed with some weed at one point, I got maybe like a little, ooh, what's that? For like 2 minutes, and then it was gone.
Yeah, you're not normal, bro.
I know I'm not.
You're not regular.
Nigga, you been knowing that. What you mean? I was happy I got to do it off a pair of titties that I really liked. Though.
My boy said he did coke and he ain't do shit for me.
It did nothing for me.
Where's the meth?
Bro, And then when it drip later, you don't even expect it.
Where's the meth?
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I done told cats, that's the only, I think that's the only way I'm genuinely gonna get high. You either gotta give me like some Snoop Dogg shit, or I gotta go heavy. I gotta go meth. I gotta go angel dust. I gotta go where the needle at. Like I think, I think I can get it off of like some fucking hospital medical shit though. They throw the IV in a nigga or some shit. But then at that point, that's the needle anyway.
I'm trying to get my medical card, man.
That being said,
Make some trips to the dispensary or some shit.
I almost never want to do cocaine, not in that capacity ever again.
So it tastes nasty.
Oh yeah. Like
How the fuck they be this?
I think people get used to it, dog. Just like everything else.
That's sick.
It's the same thing like smoking cigarettes.
Probably why they snort it, because it don't taste too great.
No, but you're gonna taste it anyway, because it drips down the back of your throat at some point, and when it drips, that's when you're gonna taste it. So sometimes people get hit with the high beforehand, but for the most part, it's the drip that a lot of people be waiting for, and that shit you're gonna taste it because how your respiratory system is.
Tastes like nasal spray.
No, I'd rather
Nasal spray tastes better.
to me.
Damn.
Nasal spray some nasty shit.
Like if you ever, and most people don't know this comparison because they've never had 100% caffeine. Like people are like, oh, I had caffeine and Coca-Cola. No, if you ever go to like GNC or some shit and you get just 100% raw caffeine, it is one of the most bitter, sour ass fucking, like it tastes like medicine. It tastes like, but one of them dry ass pills that you get where you put it on your tongue and you be like, nigga, nah, I gotta take this shit with fucking something else. I'm like, it tastes like that. It tastes like that shit. And you like, but that's the most accurate description I could ever give you is that it tastes like raw caffeine. And I don't know why niggas can do it, but I mean, I'm not saying you can't get used to it, but same thing like smoking cigarettes. People be like, oh, first time I did it, I hacked up a lung. And then it got easier later. I kept doing it, which I never understood that shit. Yeah. It's not like sex where people glorify sex like it's so great. And then it's like, well, when she lost her virginity, it hurt, but she knew it would get better. Well, yes, because all of history has told you that typically it gets better. Yeah. No smoker in life has ever told you it gets better and I don't regret it. So why would you keep smoking?
Listen, man, us here at License to Bear Podcast do not promote drug use in any shape or form.
I do not. I don't know if we could say don't promote.
I mean, we don't.
We literally just said we was gonna do a whole episode.
We don't suggest. Shrooms ain't drugs. We ain't doing that. Shrooms ain't drugs. It's natural. It's from the earth.
So weed's not a drug.
No,
that's natural from the earth.
Yeah, nigga. It's not a drug.
Every drug is natural from the earth. Even cocaine is technically natural from the earth. It's a process, but
no, nigga.
Yeah, there's a process. I mean,
there's not a cocaine
plant. Once there's a process.
It's step on.
Okay. But weed is definitely not a process. Unless you make it one. You could definitely find a wild weed plant.
Yeah.
If you try.
Yeah.
So that's not a drug?
Cannabis. You grow it. It's a plant.
But that's not a drug.
It's not a drug. It's a plant.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't agree. We can agree to disagree. But
I think I'm on board with weed being natural and shrooms.
And you think shrooms is
the shit where they spraying shit on the weed now, that's a whole different story. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? That's that PGR shit. We don't fuck with that. We don't do that around here. Like,
I'm trying to think, is there another drug that's natural other than like weed and shrooms? Everything else seems like we got a process to it.
Weed, shrooms, they got some shit called ayahuasca. Ayahuasca.
Yeah.
That too.
That's people are using that a lot along with microdosing with shrooms for.
I'm scared of that shit.
Psychological things. I don't know, man. It might open you up. Next thing you know, you just be a.
Yo, this nigga's face.
I meant open your mind.
Okay. Now I'm rolling.
Because that's what they use for psychology. Like they using people like, especially people with like heavy trauma and shit.
50-50 with it.
They've been using ayahuasca to like really like take them on a trip, but like guide the trip in order to help them overcome certain shit.
I'm trying to get there and acid one day. I gotta get that off my list.
I seen acid, but I know some people be saying cats be dying from that shit. So I be like, anything that they be like, yo, niggas be dying off rip, I be like,
But you know some niggas be ODing. Like niggas, it'll be one tab and niggas will take the whole fucking roll of tabs and shit at one time.
well, that's because I got used to it. Listen, I'll try most things once other than like heroin, because they be like, yo, one hit of heroin, you might be addicted for the rest of your life. I'm like, shit, I remember when I had that Reese's donut at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. I was fucked up. I don't want no heroin. Then.
Yeah, I'm straight with all that shit.
Shit, I was buying hella Reese's donuts.
Nah, ayahuasca shit sound interesting. Like I was watching videos and shit.
That seems like it's more complicated to acquire, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, if it could be acquired, it could be acquired.
At that point, you might as well just microdose with this room.
Nah, I'm gonna look for it.
Nigga said we don't promote drugs. She was like, we don't promote it. We can't say we don't condone it. Don't do what I do, little man. Anyway, I'm gonna go smoke this weed laced with cocaine. Goodbye.
That's the best game you could get from a nigga that's doing this shit.
Nah, nigga, that shit be
So
the
you can
worst.
see where you about to fucking end up. Like, damn, I don't want to be like that, nigga.
But usually you end up doing whatever that nigga did because you like, but I ain't. It becomes a superiority thing where it's like, I ain't like him. I can take it.
Yeah. Then you end up taking it and you be like, oh shit, I'm getting like this nigga. Let me stop.
Sometimes that works, and then sometimes you start doing it with that nigga at his house while he got his raggedy ass cats running around.
Nah, yeah.
How he got a home.
Yeah. Some mind over matter thing.
Absolutely. Like, I don't really have. I typically tell people I don't have an addictive personality, but I think what it is I don't have addictive personality to drugs. Because if you give me some good ass food, I'll be on that shit for a couple months at least before I burn out.
Well, I say I'm addicted to like other shit. Like,
I'm addicted to most shit that ain't gonna hurt me. It might hurt my waistline, but it ain't gonna hurt me.
I'll sit there and eat a whole tub of like French fries before I do a whole 8 ball of Coke. For real.
Yo,
Like,
my man turned it up.
French fries, you got me. Food, any type of food, you got me. Coke, heroin, all that. I don't know.
Yo,
You lost me. I don't know.
yo,
I'm not into that type. That's not my type of party, man.
Yeah, no.
yo. He said, a whole 8 ball of Coke. You know how much Coke that is? dog?
Niggas be facing that
Yo,
shit.
that would have
bro.
been enough Coke to cover up
Shit.
both of the titties I
You seen
cocaine off of.
You seen Scarface?
Scarface was
That
out
nigga
here.
was bulletproof for like a minute.
Yo, I be watching this thing on YouTube where it'd be like real people breaking down like certain moments in movies, like a doctor breaking down like an emergency, like they'll look at Tony Montana getting shot up and be like, well, first of all,
No way.
he would have definitely not been able to take this many bullets. Actually, that first bullet would have done plenty.
I ain't go front. When I was small, I was like, damn, that shit make me do that? Maybe I wanna.
My man thought he was Superman off the Coke.
I thought about it. I'm like, nah.
I love watching those videos though, because when they debunk them shits, like they be looking like, I don't even know how the fuck we watch this shit and believe it. ER doctor looks at it, and then I'll just be like, yo, no.
I'm gonna look that up. That sounds interesting, especially for that Scarface. That
Yeah,
shit sound funny as hell.
I had to find like the channel for you that be doing. They do it all the time like that, or like real CIA person talks about like scenes of somebody like in disguise or some shit, and like how plausible it is. Is it real? And they'll be like, yeah, that thing is real. We definitely have that. How he did it ain't great, and that's not how we would do it. But we definitely have masks and shit you can put over your face and completely look like another person and shit like that. Like there was like we definitely. So like I watch shit like that all the time, and it's like, to me, that's one of the few entertainment things I think that I watch that's not like a documentary where I feel like I'm like genuinely getting smarter on some shit.
The breakdown shit, movie breakdown you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like stuff like that always is, or even watching like stuntmen and shit and getting to see the stuntman break down stunts that they saw and then telling you how to do it. Like I'm big into like just really figuring out all this shit. Like I don't mind having suspension of disbelief when I'm watching a movie. You're supposed to. You know, you ain't supposed to think fucking Dom Toretto jumped out the motherfucking car off the fucking cliff and then landed in the water perfectly fucking fine. Like you ain't supposed to think you can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's cool sometimes when they're like, nah, like, this is what really would have happened to your ass. And you're like, oh, okay, so on my worst day of suicide, I don't want to do it like this. Like, I definitely want to, okay, cool. Said my asshole was definitely going into my left ear. Okay, cool, I'm not doing that. So, yeah.
Yeah, what's the a new episode of Power tonight? Right? Was it Saturday?
I mean, technically, if you subscribed, you can watch it at midnight, but I never do.
I already watched it.
Is it good?
Yeah, you know, they just slow. Well, no, I'm not gonna say
It's
slow
more set
build.
up.
Yeah, just more set up.
So not better than last episode.
Is Ghost still dead?
Nigga, that's all we hoping for. No matter what, yo, when we on book 5, it's
Wait
Ghost
for them
back.
niggas to say psych, man. Like,
Yo,
I mean, they
that shit don't
technically
feel
did
right.
a funeral.
I mean, yeah, we did a funeral. They did a funeral last week.
I seen niggas making up theories about that shit too.
Well, I mean, they definitely didn't show you Holmes' body. Yeah, and you know what? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, they
they
didn't
definitely
show-
didn't. I didn't think about that.
You would think that they would.
And he got shot, what, once?
Yeah.
And fell off the balcony. His body wasn't destroyed. The nigga was sitting there with Tommy like,
Go, you gotta go.
let it go. Just don't let it. Because, you know, Tommy was like, nigga, I will kill you.
Yeah.
He was like, just, no. So, yeah, they didn't show Holmes' body at all. And you're right. I mean, you know, I don't usually be trying to run with this conspiracy theory shit. But
Yeah, I feel like they should have to really give. I'm not gonna say give us closure. You could just tell, like they're just probably like, yo, like if this shit shits the bed, we are going to bring this nigga back.
you already showed 50's dick on screen. So,
You-
you know, we gotta.
But then again, this nigga out here rapping and shit. So you seen
Yo.
that shit?
Who?
Ghost.
Oh,
we talked about that
Oh,
shit
that shit on the Joe Budden. Yo, that shit with the Joe Budden podcast
Yo.
when they broke that shit
No,
down.
remember- no, we talked about that in one of our
old
episodes. We played that
episode,
shit.
yeah.
I've been with the crooks and the thugs and the butter and the things with the wolves at 12 o'clock at night, cooking butter in the stove. like yo,
This nigga remixed J. Cole shit. That's the one you seen?
Nah,
this
but
nigga
he did
said-
an intro on Tank's album.
Bruh.
Yeah, he did the
He
intro.
did
on
the
things
intro.
This
on-
nigga
Tank's
said,
album.
okay, the neighbors think I'm really Ghost. And then he ad-libs, he background vocals and shit. Neighbors think I'm really Ghost.
Oh,
yo, where
I'm like, yo, this is fucking disgusting, bro. Hold up.
my guy Ghost said, nigga, I ain't dead. I'm in the booth.
Let me see if I can find this. Y'all got, because y'all didn't see it, right? So y'all got to see this shit right now, bro.
Yo, you fucking.
Neighbors think I'm really Ghost.
Yeah, I'm down to just go with the conspiracy theory that he.
But I think that's what it is. I feel like they're gonna be like,
There
yo,
was though a lot of shots that don't really show like. Did they show his last breath?
Disgusting. Look at this nigga face.
I mean, they brought Kanan back from a fucking fiery basement.
yeah.
I was like, nigga, I can't see this. What is this? So they really. Now, is this him really like rapping, or is he
Full track.
just the beginning of the video? Just rubbing on her ass, yo. This nigga be out here the most righteous black brother playing Ghost. Oh, come on, Tommy.
Rocking left to right. Think about all the fan mail you get, all the fans that write. We appreciate it. Gotta remember who we are though, right?
Why do we have such a long intro?
Sometimes they look like Confucius, if you can relate. Maybe you can use this. Okay, here we go. Our world.
Wow. That's the hook, my nigga. That's how you can tell he is. You can tell he is plagued by the fact that he's not that guy in real life.
Some DMS, what the walking down the street, all of y'all trying to intercept on where I bought, even down to the way a nigga walk. It's a little too much on my testicles. We can talk, but not if y'all trying to interrupt a nigga phone call. All the Barbies, all the dogs, trying to reject all your own thoughts. Gotta connect down what you saw. Eyes up and down like a seesaw. Trying to see if I'm just tall. Go 6'3", I ate it all. 5'10", play basketball. Always had a pen if he asked for. Leave a little skin on the asphalt. Shoot your dreams like Mike Joe. But back to the city people's back door. On the phone.
So he's basically explaining himself throughout his life and how he is a regular guy.
Yeah, but niggas keep thinking he Ghost in real life.
Like, I have basketball dreams. I'm a regular guy just like all of y'all. But the neighbors think I'm really.
Like he's stealing the characters' names.
Why is this verse so long? That's what I want to know. Yo, okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just
Nigga
waited.
said no Angela. Da.
Yo,
The neighbors think
I
I'm
just
really
waited a
ghost.
solid 60 seconds for where the fuck is Jobo's Yo? Turn this shit off. Like, yo. This nigga said no Angela. Yo, he is genuinely bothered by the fact that like he got a role that people know him for.
Yeah, like,
And like people, you wouldn't know the name of Mari Hardwick without it.
yeah.
Like my man was on his Chadwick Boseman for a while. Like you wouldn't know the name without
the
the
character.
role.
Yeah.
And Chadwick Boseman was like, I would take all this, just without the fame. But like, bro, it's the same shit. Like he's genuinely plagued by the fact that it's like, yo, y'all don't know me for me.
The neighbors think I'm really ghost.
My name is Amari, nigga.
think I'm really ghost.
No Angela. Tasha, what the fuck?
5'10" basketball.
Fuck Tasha. Tasha, what the fuck?
Yo, for real, Tasha always had mad frustration. And Angela be like, Angela, no, Angela. Like, it's not even
Neighbors
like
think
that.
I'm really ghost.
Come on, Tasha.
Yo, remember that one
I just
time,
lost the love of my
like
life.
he almost went ghost on Angela, and she just looked at that nigga, and you was like, oh,
Imagine getting ghosted by a ghost.
shut up. See, the way you get ghosted by ghosts is you get shot, dog. That's
That's sick.
exactly.
That's
The
sick as
neighbors
fuck.
think I'm really ghost.
Ghost does not. Ghost
Damn, that
does
shit might be in
not.
my head.
Yo,
Neighbors think I'm really ghost.
neighbors think I'm really
5'10", play basketball.
No Angela.
snap and pop. Do my thing.
Always had a pen if
So
he
we
asked
come
for
get
it.
your ass.
Yo, you really don't get ghosted by a ghost though. If ghosts don't respond to your message, he coming to kill you. If ghost about to kill you, that's how you get ghosted by a
say,
ghost. Like
nigga-
there is no response from ghost.
Nigga turn you to a ghost.
No, for real. They was like, oh, it's because niggas couldn't see him. No.
Did you watch the battles yesterday?
No,
No?
y'all got to tell me about them. Otherwise, I would not watch them.
How did you score? You seen like from you watched all of them?
Yeah,
through?
I got scores on my phone. I got scores on my phone. Well, my scores.
Oh no, you mean the verses?
Nah, we're talking about actual battles. There was
Okay,
a battle,
actual battle.
event
Wait,
last
did Patty
night.
LaBelle all that shit go down?
I feel
Yeah,
like
that went down.
Did we miss that? You catch
Yeah,
that?
I watched it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was
Yo,
good.
what happened, yo? I used to depend on you, bro.
Nah, I just be
My
watching
nigga
them
used to
shit.
send me the straight link. I'd be like, oh, I totally forgot, nigga. I'm sitting over here with the 9-year-old and the 9-month-old, and I was just about to beat my meat.
Yeah,
Shit, yo, thanks, Joe, for the link, nigga. I'm gonna pull it up.
I don't know. It was mad shit going on the same day, so I kind of like forgot about that shit.
Nah, my nigga used to hold me down with the link. Like, no. Now, he be like, yeah, it happened the other day.
No, because you know why? The Lakers were playing at the same time. So
The Patty LaBelle shit.
yeah, so I think I had the Patty LaBelle shit on like the volume, but I was like focused on the Lakers game.
Yeah, see,
But
I wanted to
yeah,
do
it was
for
cool. Like
education.
it was just like a celebration. Like they both were singing like live and shit.
They had them in the room together.
Yeah,
That's a
Which
new.
was
That's probably the
cool.
new setup, right?
yeah. Patty had her little like fucking case of shoes and shit.
I wish
Her
they would
little
did that shit for
heels.
like other ones, yo. Like
Yeah.
that little John and who the fuck he
T-Pain.
battled?
Oh, T-Pain. Yeah,
I
having
should
that
have
shit
watched that
together.
one.
Yeah.
I wish that was
I should have watched that shit.
that one. That energy would have been bonkers if they were together.
Them together, because they both clowns in the motherfucker. So you already know they'll be like, hey,
This nigga T-Pain stay drinking, so that nigga would have been
but
lit.
you know what? T-Pain a solid ass dude. You could tell that certain things do hold him back though. Even though like I don't really know how much higher he could go now even though nobody uses auto-tune like he used auto-tune, enough people use it to the point where I don't really know if there's like a height he can go anymore, because everybody will go, well, we all know how to engineer like that now. And if we don't know how to do it as good as him, it doesn't matter, because guess what? Most people don't fucking know the difference between this auto-tune and that auto-tune, so screw it. I mean, shit, I had fucking old people try to tell me that I sounded like fucking T-Pain on my project. And I'm like, I do not sound like T-Pain.
Nah, that's because they don't fucking understand.
Exactly. So
Their area is so fucking generalized.
I had one young person say it too, and I was like, I know for a fact I don't sound like fucking dude. Like, on my worst song, I don't sound like T-Pain. Like, I walk away from the studio. I don't release songs where an engineer thinks that's what my shit about to come out like. No, thank you. I think the neighbors think I'm really close.
All right, I got these scores. So from nigga said Holmesy the God 3-0 over Bill Collector. You agree?
Yeah, Bill Collector did not.
3-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why he let up. He went so hard the whole fucking tournament just to.
Yeah. Ill Will 2-1 over John John.
I gotta watch that one again
Okay.
because I miss like 2 rounds.
Yo, did you think John John? Because it's been a grip since his last battle, right? Because he hasn't had a battle under these circumstances, like
Nope.
with the COVID shit.
Nah, he ain't been.
Did you
caffeine
think
on
his
that.
like breath control was off?
Yeah, way off.
I noticed that
I was
shit.
like, yeah, this nigga shit nasty. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I know that. I was like, nigga, you out there looking like me.
He said, "Look like
I was like, yo,
It's like, nigga. That breath control, after like months and months and from nigga, that breath control shit be. I was like, yo, like you don't look like as sharp as Calico over Verb 2-1.
I seen up to the second round. I seen up to Cal's second round. I didn't catch on Verbs in Cal's third round, but from what I was seeing in the second round, Cal was kicking this nigga
Cal was
ass.
kicking
But
him
nigga
ass.
said Verb had a crazy third round, like he left Earth type shit. But
Yeah.
I gotta see it. I gotta.
left Earth, yo. I want to sit down and watch these shits, yo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can watch them because they got the caffeine app, the shit that Drake created or whatever. So, like, see, but I didn't know they were. I got a notification, and then I text this nigga like, "Yo, shit, like you watching these shits?"
So you never got to really watch it.
No, I watched it. I watched
You
them.
caught it like just in time.
Yeah, I pretty much came in like towards the middle of the first. I came in the middle of the first battle.
Okay. Yeah, no, I gotta watch them. Like I told you.
But you
if don't
said
tell
Ill
me
Will
shit,
won
I'm gonna
against
watch
John John.
Yeah, Ill Will 2-1 over John John.
Okay.
B dot 2-1 over T Top.
Second and third.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
K Shine over Chess 3-0. Man, Chess be breaking my heart, dog.
I ain't gonna front. T Top and B Dot was kind of close for me because T Top, he like the way he approached his shit.
Yeah.
It was like he leveled. Like he wasn't regular.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah.
Like feel me. He actually put some thought into that shit. Like yeah, he ain't come regular with B Dot.
Yeah, last time I saw T Top, niggas was banging on the stage.
Yo, for real, man. I was supposed to go there with him that day too. I was like, damn, I'm so mad. I can't. What was I had to work?
Yeah, I think
probably
so.
had to work.
Yeah, because you had got your ticket, and you got your free ticket and everything, but something came up.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, because it wasn't even like no small shit. Because like my job used to be like, hey, you want like $17? You be like, nah, nigga, fuck that shit. I'm gonna have to live my life. But nah, every once in a while, whenever it came to like me wanting to do some shit I wanted to do, it'd be like, yeah, so we about to offer you as about $175. You want to take this? Oh, it's gonna take you like 6 or 7 hours. You gonna not have your plans, and I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
I would have loved that just to be my first real battle to go to and just be like, look at all this mayhem. See, I'm stupid. I mean, that nigga.
Yo, but like that's literally how I was because it was my first battle, and I was just like, they started fighting, and I was just watching like.
Nigga, I'm not nigga shit.
And my boy was like, "Nah, come on, we gotta go, bro."
This nigga doing
Because you be forgetting like these are street niggas. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll be the nigga getting shot because I'm just stunned. Like, yes, this is living,
cool.
guys.
like it's WWE and shit.
This
Like,
nigga Jumbo hit me like, yo, they just started banging. I'm like, huh?
Yo, yeah, he hit me too, and I was like in the truck. Oh damn, yo. But shit, I don't
hold
even.
on. Clips 2-1 over Geechee Gotti.
You think so? Even with the choke?
Yeah,
I mean the recovery was, but he still choked.
yeah, we still
Like,
choke, but I don't know.
even
I feel
Geechee
he
wasn't
was
crazy.
I feel like I liked his beginning sequence where he's like pretending to cry like over his grandmother and shit.
Yeah, I gave him the first
And
round for
then,
sure.
yeah.
First round for sure.
And
I gotta rewatch the second.
No, Geechee doesn't really seem like.
He can see like he cared.
Yeah,
But
but I think he's starting to get like too into himself though. I think he's starting to get like too in, like that's why I'm saying with Chess. Like I feel like Chess broke my heart because I remember fucking when Younger battled Chess. And fucking Younger's a Harvard nigga. Like so
Chess was
that
like
was
16.
that was the first time I seen Chess. And then next you know Chess was on fucking URL. I'm like, yo, wasn't this nigga like battling Younger? Because I remember he Younger my guy too. But I was like,
He was
yo,
fighting.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but I was like, yo, who is this young nigga, yo?
that's back when I used to watch like all Younger battles. And
Facts.
yeah, so like that's what I be saying. Like I feel like these dudes just like when they start beating niggas, they just start really just feeling themselves, and then you be like,
I ain't gonna front, man. Champion of the year 2
you beat
years in a
that
row.
one nigga, yeah. Yeah, that belt was fly too. I was like, I don't need that.
That new
shit.
one hard.
Yeah, that new belt fire. But yeah, I think that did I miss any? I don't think I missed any.
What you had? We had Rum Nitty and Reed.
Oh, I had Reed 2-1.
Yes. Sir.
He said, yes.
Yeah, I read 2-1.
Some niggas saying 3-0.
Well, a lot of niggas felt like Rum didn't switch up enough. He came with that same like,
Punching.
yeah, like bro, like Reed a different type of nigga, dog.
Like, it was cool, but it was like, I seen it.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was Reed the one that.
Would you say that niggas sometimes come in here with like, because I know like, you know, with battle rap, people pretty much pre-make they stuff.
Yeah.
Do they sometimes, like for instance, I know I got 3 rounds with this person. You think somebody ever just write like 5 and be like, oh, this nigga came in with this? All right, let me just switch up.
Maybe.
Nah, they do that.
Yeah,
Because
Because that's like, first of all, that's an ill-ass memory game, period.
that's sick.
Let's call that shit like
kinda
just what
fucking
it is.
sick.
Like, oh, you said what? Oh, I got this more personal one right here in my head.
Nigga, I can't remember
That's why
like
the
4
beauty,
lines.
even like the beauty of like the rebuttal is crazy because it's like, yo, you really gotta muster that shit up as they're rapping
Yeah.
to be like, all right, bet you said this about me.
Yep.
I'm gonna start my shit off saying this about
Still
you.
listening to 'em,
and then I still have
be
to
like-
remember my round.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
feel
That
me?
moment,
Like,
that Clip's third moment in Clip's third after the choke, after
Yeah.
the recovery, freestyling that whole shit, the rest of this shit, I'm just like, yo, this niggas.
I did like fucking Geechee's rebuttal too.
Yep. That shit was hard too. I ain't
shit
gonna
was
front.
fire.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
he don't really do rebuttals like that, right?
nah.
That's why I was like, oh, I ain't
He been-
Oh, you can do it.
yeah.
He been trying to add it lately though, cause he be like listening to the fans and shit like, yeah, nigga, you need to do more.
But that's
And
good though. I mean, how you gonna get better if you ain't listening to critique?
I like that he was more fucking hands on, like he was in this nigga face
Yeah.
and his fucking eyes was open. Most of the times nigga be rapping with his eyes closed, like moving around and shit. Like, nigga, I can't feel you. I don't. The fuck? Like this shit not gonna hit.
Yeah.
But if he would have did that and rapped like a little bit more better shit and a little like creative a little bit more, it would have been like a prime Geechee. But that Geechee was beatable. Anybody could beat Geechee that night.
God. I love listening to stuff that just sounds like battle and combat and like like whether it's boxing battles, fucking MMA, you just hear somebody say some shit like that. Yeah, that nigga didn't show
Overall,
up
it was a
that
solid event though. I give that shit like a 3.5, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm around there too.
I gotta rewatch. I definitely gotta rewatch some other battles.
I have no idea how to title this motherfucking episode. I'm not gonna lie to you niggas. Usually I put it like celebrity names. I'll put in episode 35, fucking whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, we've been everywhere in this episode, yo. Like, it was part sex episode, not sex episode. Like,
Just put hit record.
Nah, nigga, I'm about to leave the Jobo. He got all the logins, yo. Put that shit in the description, yo. I'm about to upload this shit. It's gonna be like unknown 34. Just you got it.
No 34.
Yeah, listen, I don't really know. What do y'all niggas take us out?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever know what to say to take shit out.
You never did, but it was always so great. Yo, why you got it? Why?
I'm sorry.
Why? Why that reaction?
So yo,
Why?
huh?
Why? Why that reaction?
You asking me a question?
Yes, you. Yo. Niggas-
So feel me, License to Bear podcast. Now I mean,
Yo.
Justin Lipschitz. You know the name, you heard the voice, you made the choice. I'ma say it every fucking time, nigga.
This nigga on his truth the way the
Know
problem.
what I mean? We gonna talk that shit, cause that's what we do is talk that shit. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we out, man. I'm gonna hand it over to my comrade over here.
Comrade.
But I guess yo, I'm mad. I'm mad. This nigga looked at me like, you don't like my intro? You don't like my outro?
What's going on?
Yo, whatever. Yo, listen, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right. Goodbye.
All right, well.
I won.
This nigga's so fucking. Yo.
I want you to be
All right, one. Remember, always been selling them packs on the corner because the neighbors think I'm really ghost. Goodbye. I don't say goodbye. Do anybody even say one anymore?
Nah, that's the funny part about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. We got old ass nigga, yo. I'm still hip. One. What? One what? All right, bye.
You guys are listening to the License to Bear podcast. The ER Avengers. Rolling down on my soul and my body.
But I ain't gay, so these niggas missing out.